Hey, this is WhyBeAre with Grip, which is a combat racing game. Now, before we do anything in this game, I do want to point out this is a pre-alpha early access version of the game. You can go and buy this on Steam right now, but it is not the final version of the game. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do a one-player game. We also have the option for two-player, but at the moment, there is no multiplayer over the internet or anything like that. There's just local multiplayer. So we're going to do a race just because it's the first one on the list, and we're going to go ahead and choose a color. And you know, I'm the kind of person who can't choose a single color. Like, if you say, do you want red or blue, my brain explodes. So if you give me a choice with all the colors, it's like, of course I'll choose that one. Then for planet, we have two planet choices available to us. One of them has 2 track options. The other one only has a single track option. We're just going to keep doing the first thing in the list. So we're going to do the first planet and the first track. And then for the setup, this is where you choose how you want the race to be run. So you can choose the number of laps, the number of combatants, the difficulty, whether or not you want pickups, catch-up assist, and engine power. Right, you see right now is basically like the default configuration as far as I remember. Maybe engine power might default to medium, but otherwise, it's basically the default. So let's go ahead and get started. For this video, I'll mostly be using my wired Xbox 360 controller. I have tried the game with the keyboard, and it works, but as with pretty much every racing game ever, a controller does feel a lot better than the keyboard. But if you want to use the keyboard, it seems to work without any issues whatsoever. I also tried the game with my steering wheel. It wasn't supported at all, so don't even bother with that, at least with this version of the game. Now, the way the game plays is kind of crazy. Like, every surface is a surface you can drive on. Like, right there, I just drove on the roof, and then I'm back on the ground. I could drive on this wall, and then I could go into this tube. And here's a perfect example. I could drive anywhere on this tube. I could drive on the top, I could drive on the bottom, I could drive on the side, I could drive anywhere in the tube, but you do have to at least kind of remember which way is up so you can exit the tube safely. Now, those little things that are floating in the air, those are the power-ups. Actually, I have 2 of them already, so I couldn't pick up the one I just drove through. And you can use either power-up, and it doesn't matter what order you pick them up in. So if I wanted to use the one on the left, which is the shield, I just hit the button, and then we use the shield. If I wanted to use the one on the right, which is a mine, well, first I'd probably want to get in front of some cars and then do that. So like that guy right there, well, that didn't work because I hit somebody else's mine trying to place a mine. And apparently I placed my mine. Hey, that's a good demonstration of the mine, right? I got blown up by it. So that's what happens when you get hit by anything. It doesn't slow you down that much. Like, it's not as bad as, like, it doesn't feel like as devastating as like a shell in Mario Kart type of thing. Because you could just bounce right off of a hit and keep going. Now, I do have catch-up turned on. And what that does is it basically makes it the farther back in the pack you are, the faster your vehicle is. And it feels like it really fits with this kind of game. When you have a game that has all kinds of ways to attack the other cars and you're flying all over the place at ludicrous speeds, it feels really appropriate there. Because you just want to get back in the race. You're not really worried about nailing apexes and stuff. You just want to get back in the race and blow the other guys up or whatever. So I think it works great for this game, but you wouldn't want it for like a racing game where it's very serious, real cars on real tracks kind of deal. And I also blew somebody up with my mine. I managed to do it. And this dude's taking all my power-ups. You better not take that one. I want that one. Yeah, I got a mine. That's not going to help me for the guy in front of me. What I want to do is get something that I haven't shown you guys yet. Whoops. 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 Now we're in 7th place. One mistake and we dropped 7 positions. Or 6 positions. I wasn't in first yet. But it's like you can always come back. You can always make a comeback with this game. Like, boom, right here. I see an opening. Let's just go. So we used the turbo, which is a pickup I picked up a while ago. Oh, too much turbo. Too much turbo. Okay, we are... Yeah, like, we're off the course now. Here's a good example of how far off the course you can go. That's totally why I did that, yeah. Although getting back on course is being a pain. So now we're in dead last. And you'll see just how easy it is to make up ground. That's totally why I did that, yeah. But you can see my car's going like 500 kilometers per hour. And if I was in first place, it would go like 400. Like, this game has serious catch-up on it. Like, we'll be back in this before you know it. Even though I was doing all kinds of stuff, bouncing in the air and stuff, I already see a car, or at least the dust trail of a car. I thought I did. Maybe I don't. We're going to catch them. All right, they already took these power-ups, but boom, we're back in it. We're back in it just like that. We're in 9th place. And we have momentum still from being in last place, so we can just overtake. Oh, no, we can't. I would have been able to make that corner if I didn't bounce off of that guy. Right now I have a missile. I can just shoot it if I wanted to, or wait. I'm going to wait because I want to be able to hit somebody in the lead and take first place. I mean, but just like that, boom. We're fighting for first. And there we go. Now it's mine. Actually, was that like a missile that goes at first? If it was, that's the first time I picked that up. Because the other missiles I had, they lock on to whatever car is in front of you. That one almost seemed like it was going to lock on to whatever's in first, because it never had like the little lock-on symbol. And you have no idea what I'm talking about because, well, you've never seen the lock-on symbol because I haven't had a missile yet. There's the lock-on symbol. And the missile does look different. I guess I was driving so much better before I never got to see what happens when you get power-ups in last place. All right, so this is the last lap, and oh my goodness, where in the world am I? So let's try to race now. You know, this first part, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. We'll just do whatever. We got catch up. Now it's like, all right, time to race. Got to get that first place, man. And if I don't, you know what? I don't care too much. We're just trying to show off the game, not my driving skills, right? That's what I always got to tell myself, because if I was really focusing on the game, I wouldn't be talking. I'd be like, I got to drive, pick up these power-ups, shoot this guy, all that stuff. Right now, it's just like, you know what? We win, win. If we win, yay, we win. If not, oh well. Doesn't matter. I mean, don't you want to see what happens when you lose? Yeah, who wants to see that? I don't. 'Cause I already know what happens when you lose, because I've lost already before. And not like anything special happens when you win, though, because I have won. And it's just like, hey, you got first place. Whoa! Don't you drop mines on me. I'll just dodge that. All right, I got a shield up. And I got a turbo ready to be used. And here we go. I'm in first. Some guy shot a rocket, though, and ooh, it didn't hit me. Somehow I managed to dodge it. I'm going to get first, maybe. I think this is the finish. No, you can't hit me with the rocket. Here we go. I got first somehow. It's a miracle. That really is a miracle. So that was the 4-lap race, so it took about 5 minutes. There was also the other number of laps. And you can kind of see just how long the other guys take if you want to. I'm just waiting to see that last guy. How far behind are you, Blade? Oh, man, he really is back there. Come on, Blade. Come on. 20-something seconds behind me. Come on, Blade. You could do it. A little bit under 20 seconds, maybe. No, a little bit under 30 seconds. My bad. I thought I had a 47. All right. Go ahead. Somehow I hit somebody. Like, they're just driving for me and they're blowing everybody up. Thanks. I appreciate that. Anyways, there are 2 more tracks we could do for the race mode. I will just kind of do a lap of them, and that's about it. So we'll start off with the one that's actually, we'll do the one on the same planet, which is Yuri Industries, which I believe is the most finished track. Like, this one says work in progress, this one doesn't. The one on the other planet doesn't, or also says like work in progress, I think. This one says very early work in progress. So the most complete track is going to probably be this one right here. Just like the other level, there are multiple routes that we can take. I don't know if I'll show off both of them, but for now, let's go to the left at this fork, because there's a tunnel that's just like that one that we'll see later on anyway, so there's no point in seeing it right now. We gotta go up on this wall, ride that wall, and we go in the tube. Also, I took this route, by the way, I should point out, because it's a little bit easier to me. Anyways, keep riding it, get out of there. Oh, we're spinning. Uh-oh, we're done. Well, we're not in last. We can even shoot a rocket at that guy who's in 7th or 6th. I'm in 5th. I don't know how that happened. I just popped by all of them. So here's a tunnel that's basically the same design as the one we just saw. You can ride up on the wall, right on the roof. Doesn't matter. You do whatever you want. Right there, I was on the roof, and then I crashed. One thing that's kind of interesting that I haven't mentioned is that you could hit slow-mo all the time. Like, boom, right now we're in slow-mo. And there's no consequences or anything for hitting slow-mo. You just can use it whenever you want. Now, I don't know if this will be in the final version of the game or not, but it is kind of interesting that you could just slow-mo whenever. Although, apparently, whenever I use slow-mo, it just makes me crash. So let's not do that again. Again, another fork in the road. We'll go to the left, which has another tunnel. I think the right might have been a little bit more interesting in this scenario, but we're going so fast that we need that tunnel, which is easier to navigate. Yeah, Rocket, go shoot that guy so I could go and get first. And we will be hitting a lap right about there. So that's one lap of this place. Maybe we'll do another lap, try to take the other routes that I didn't take. Oh my goodness, we're going so slow. That was not slow-mo, that was just driving slow. We got double machine guns, and unfortunately, you cannot use both machine guns at the same time. I was curious if you could. I learned you can't. Out of the way! Out of the way! Get out of my way! Out of my way! Trey, I'll machine gun you all day. The guy in first, he got some distance on me, though. Oh, no. I heard a rocket. Nope. I'm good. I'm good. I think I could have picked up both of those. I could have definitely picked up both of those ones. And that guy in first, he's moving. I'm slowly catching him, but he was gone for a minute. No! No rocket! Oh, I can't take the other path now because of the stinking rocket. Well, I planned to take the other path. Plans don't always work out, as you see. Can I get first place before the end of the lap, though? That is my new plan. And I think the answer is yes, I can. To me, that's a victory. We're going to call this a 2-lap race and say I win. Now, let's be weird. Let's just, come on. Nope, you can't really drive on this thing like this. It doesn't work. I was wondering if you could. Not going to happen. So anyways, let's go ahead. Head to the next map or level or track, whatever you want to call it. That one is called, well, actually, it's on a different planet. It's on Lido, was it 5 or S? Lido 5. And this is a very early work in progress map. So just remember that. This one, it's a little bit difficult to say exactly what kind of map it'll be because it is a lot more unfinished than the other ones. Like, for example, it doesn't even have any alternative paths yet. And it will have alternative paths because there's a little blurb right by where we start that says the kind of current state of the map, and it does say there will be alternative paths and probably more obstacles in the tunnels and stuff. But it's just kind of like a real early version so you can get an idea of what this map will be like. And I think it's a pretty cool map because it has these tunnels that we're driving in. It's like big old round tunnels that you can go anywhere on. And it definitely has a different feel than the other maps that we've done. That's the thing about it. It feels very different because of that. The AI, by the way, if you see him do anything dumb, that's just because it's a work in progress of the map. So this one, we definitely only have to do 1 lap. Whoa, I'm spinning out because I'm getting shot. And after we do that 1 lap, we'll probably finish things up. Now, what I'm showing you, though, might be totally different. Who knows? Right here, there is kind of an alternative path. You could either do the jump or not. Honestly, doing the jumps in this game are not easy because if you're steering a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, you'll end up kind of like spinning out and stuff. You just won't be able to maintain your trajectory. Well, you'll actually maintain trajectory. But the problem is you'll be spinning and your back end will be pointed forward and you'll lose all the momentum you had. So anyways, that's a lap of this map in its current state, and I'll go ahead and just quickly spin around right here so you can see that blurb I was talking about where it says the state of the map, because I thought it was pretty cool that it does that. Just as a way to kind of communicate to the player what the current state of this map is. So right here it says like it's very early work in progress. The layout of the track is very basic to give you an idea of the direction it's headed in. Design of the track, all of the environment, assets, and AR behavior are not final. We already have plans for many more obstacles, different tunnel sizes and designs, alternative routes, and longer outdoor sections. So please keep those in mind while you play. And then it says, we hope you enjoy the track so far and look forward to seeing your feedback. One thing I'm kind of curious about is if they'll be implementing any kind of dynamic obstacles in the tunnels. So like instead of just having these things that don't move at all like these ones, it would have things that are like kind of rotating around it. So you have to like time as you go through it. I think that'd be pretty cool if they implement those. And I cannot tell which way to drive right now because of the stinking camera. It's being a little wacky right there. So that's that map. And now we can move on from the races to the next mode. And I believe the next mode is arena mode. I was going to say that, but I read it just in case to make sure. So here we have 2 planets once again. One of them you've seen before. The other one is new. So let's just go to the new planet for now. Now the track is Christmas themed, so I'm assuming the track came out somewhere around Christmas. So just keep that in mind. And let's go ahead and get started. As you can probably guess by the name, in this one we're in an arena. And the goal is just to eliminate the other drivers, and you do that using the same weapons you saw earlier. Now, actually smashing into them with the vehicle does basically nothing as far as I can tell, so all you can rely on are the weapons. So let's go and pick some up. Now, here we have all the weapons except the speed boost. I don't think I've ever seen the speed boost in this mode. I'm not saying you can't get it, it's just I don't think I've ever seen it. So right here we got some machine guns. shoot that guy up some. And I just took him out. Also, in the top right corner, we do have our health. We're currently at 100% health, so we're doing great at the moment. Let's see how long that lasts. All right, another guy down. It wasn't by me, but hey, one less person to worry about. I'm happy with that. And it seems like the machine gun works a lot better than the missiles, because with the missiles, you'll usually end up going at such dramatically different directions that the missiles sort of miss. Unless they're shooting at you, in which case they always seem to find a way to hit you. At least that's been my experience. Somehow they'll always hit the missiles, and I have no idea how, because all I can ever hit them with is a machine gun. Ow! I was trying to hit the guy with the missile. Alright, that guy shooting me with the machine gun, so right there, boom, I just lost some health. I'm down to 64% now. Oh, that guy looks like he's easy to hit. Oh, come on. I can't avoid the missile. I'm trying to shoot this guy. I think I took him out. Nope, not quite. Somebody else took somebody out. I saw the number go down, but I'm looking at the screen. And it's like, nope, that's not it. Oh, I just lined him up to shoot me. That was smart. Probably if I was really smart, you know, I would have played a little defensively at the start and not went straight in and tried to fight everybody. But you know what? Where's the fun in that? I don't know. There's no fun in that, is there? What in the world? How? What? 360? Oh, I took him out. Somehow I hit that guy. I don't know exactly how. I was so busy doing 360s, I didn't think that was even going to happen. Double machine guns. I swear it'd be so cool if you could use them both at the same time, man. Just blast this dude. Nope, one at a time is all. I got 2 frags. You know, I bet that's more than anybody else is getting. Yeah. Y'all are just a bunch of wimps. So even though I I wasn't the last one standing, I could still win because I got the most points because I was beating everybody up so good. And I guess we could wait for them to finish, but you know, with this camera here like this, it's kind of boring to watch. Like if we had a camera following a vehicle, it might be a little bit more fun, but just watching like this is a little bit boring. So let's just call it quits for now and take a look at a different level. I think we'll maybe do one more arena mode. So let's do Lido 5 and we'll do the biodome because that one's actually complete. Basin is little test area as it says, so it's not as complete as this one. Also, something I should mention, I think this level has turbo boost. The snow one doesn't, but I think this one does. So we'll see if we can find a turbo boost or not. Watch, first thing I'm gonna pick up is gonna be a turbo. Nope. But I'm pretty sure this one has it just because it's more of a wide open area, so it's a little bit more of a space where you could actually make use of the turbo, so I think it gives you some. Also, this is kind of cool right here. Up we go. And we just drive along on the roof of the place. Oh, we got a turbo. I was so busy just like looking at the roof and stuff, I didn't notice it. Now we can go back to the ground in the easiest way possible. I bet if I just stayed here, I'd be pretty safe from damage. Like, nobody's going to hit me probably. But again, where's the fun in that? I'd rather go and attack them. And again, just because you're the last one alive doesn't mean you're going to win. You're dead. You're dead. Boom. Got him. So you can see, though, place pretty similar, but it is a totally different map in terms of looks. And it's a lot more wide open, which means you can go a lot faster. Speaking of a lot faster, I still gotta show off the other mode where the vehicles are even faster than normal. That mode's kind of cool and crazy. Oh, who shot me while I was trying to shoot that guy? I wish it did tell you when you get like a minor hit, like some sort of hit indication on the thing. Like it tells you when you hit a rocket, and it tells you when you take somebody out with the machine gun, but it doesn't tell you if you get like a couple of hits here and there. Like I'm pretty sure one of those hit that guy at least, but it doesn't say that. Anyways, let's go back on the roof. Because it's fun to drive on the roof. Boosted it up. And I think, again, here I'm actually pretty safe because they don't like driving on the roof that much. But no fun there. So let's just get back down violently. And I don't think I'm going to finish this one up just because I think you guys got a good idea of how this works. So let's go ahead and just move on to the next mode, which I think is playground mode. Yep, I remembered it right. So this one, there's only one level at the moment. It's called Job Site, and we'll get a color that kind of matches. We'll just get a white one to match the like white background that's everywhere. So for this mode, you are all alone, and your goal is to collect all 43 orbs that are scattered around the map. Now, I don't plan to do that because that will take a little bit of time just to even find them all, but you can see this is basically what you'd be doing. You gotta grab all the orbs, and they won't reappear or anything. Once you collect it, you're done. You can also destroy some things here, like more than the other area, like just stuff here, just all falling all over the place. I didn't even touch it, but it was falling all over the place and stuff. And you see there are all kinds of like crazy structures around here that you could drive through. You got that glass right there, which I could almost reach, but not quite. We got like loop-de-loops that look like that. All kinds of wacky nonsense around here that you could drive on. You could drive on the wall of the building if we didn't crash right there. Do whatever you want. But with this much freedom, I don't know what to do. It's too much freedom for my own good. Like, I'm not sure. Do I want to show you, like, driving through the tube? Do I not? I don't know. I should show you driving through the glass. Like that. Yeah. I don't know. Gives you a good idea of how this mode works, I guess. Whoa, that looked a little wacky, didn't it? Just bouncing all over the place. There's some more glass we could break through. And do a couple of flips as we do that to land it. Keep driving. Go this way, okay. Okay, we land up there. No, not quite, not enough speed. So we got 40 of the 43 orbs. That's good enough for me. I just wanted to real quickly kind of show you that one. Now we're going to go to time trial mode, and this is where I'm going to play around with one of the options I haven't touched much. It's under setup, the engine power. There's medium, which just makes things a little bit slower, but then there's wild, which makes things even faster. That's the one I want to do. And for the track, we're going to go to an easier one just because it's so fast. And this one, all alone, goal, just to get as best a time as you possibly can. So the normal one, if you're in first place, tops out at like around 400 kilometers per hour, I believe it was. This one gives you like another 100 when you have the wild mode on. So you see we're going 500 kilometers now. And it seems like we're still accelerating unless we kind of hit a bump, which slows us down just a bit. And you can choose whichever mode you want. And, you know, there's no like, oh, you chose that mode. Are you a wimp or something? You just choose whichever one you think is the most fun, basically. Like, there's no special reason to choose one mode over the other or anything, unless you think that mode is more fun. For me, this mode is fast enough where it requires extra focus. Like, if I was trying to actually race against the cars and stuff in this mode, I don't know if I'd be able to talk too well, because that would be what I'd be doing the whole time, is just crashing. Especially when you have a turbo plus this mode, you'll end up hitting like 700 kilometers per hour. At which point, everything is just a blur. Just a blur, man. Can't see nothing. And on this one, all we'll pick up is turbos, so we should be able to show that off pretty easily. There we go, 700! So fast, I just hit in the air and I couldn't stop. I swear, what happens, I don't know why with me, is I'll crash into something, and then I'll crash into it again, and then I'll crash into it again. And I'm not exactly sure why I end up doing that. It just always ends up happening somehow. It's like, how do you even do that? I don't know. I just end up crashing a lot really badly. That's how you ride the wall right there. That was impressive. But as you can see, I'm all over the place, man. I'm all over the place in the normal speed anyways, but now it's even more so. We'll just do a little bit more of a lap. Maybe we'll go into the tube, and then we can actually go real fast without trying. Get both of the turbos, get in the tube, and boost. So 700, easy. You can like boost the whole way if you like pick up the power-ups, which would just be total chaos, really, for me. Like, I'm trying to do that, but man, it is requiring some focus, and I just had a small lapse of focus right there. Actually, I just didn't quite nail the corner, and then we bounced all over the place. I almost wonder if I'm actually slower in this mode just because I end up crashing more. I don't know. But anyways, I think that will about do it for Grip. I probably will keep an eye on this game for future updates, because I think it's a pretty interesting game, and I may or may not do more videos in the future. So, till next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.